What's up, everybody? I just want to give you an update. I said I was going for my blood work a couple weeks ago, I think, and I got my results back. But first, let me tell you where I came from as far as my A1C is concerned, so you get a better picture of what I've done so far. When I was, I guess you could say, out of control with my diabetes, it was at about 11-12%, and it's been that way for like 8 years I think I was diabetic. January 18th is the day that I started on my whole weight loss and fitness journey, and 2 months after I started, I got my A1C tested, and that was 5.7%, which is really good. Actually, it said less than 5.7%. I didn't get an exact number from the blood work because it wasn't a comprehensive metabolic panel. 2 months after that test, I'm at 5.2%. I just got that back, and I'm pretty pumped about that. For those times in between my 2 blood tests, so from I think April 21st to starting April 21st, I don't remember the exact dates, I weaned off of the insulin. Started knocking it down one at a time every other day or so, and towards the end, where I was getting really close to being off of it, I started reducing it more. So instead of stepping by 1, I was stepping by 2 or 3. When I got to 5 units, I ended up just saying, it's 5 units. The minimum dosage I've seen other people on is at least 10. So I said, let's just knock it out completely, let's get off of it, and we'll keep even closer watch. I was being really crazy about checking my blood sugar anyway, but that first day, that first week, I was actually pretty terrified because I was 7 years I was doing that, which compared to a lot of people isn't a long time. 7 years every single day, giving yourself injections. I already weaned myself off of the Victoza, which is another injection. So I was on 2 injections in the morning. Slowly weaned off of that, slowly weaned off of the insulin, keeping very close attention to my glucose levels, fasting, before and after meals. They stayed the same. There was a point where I didn't actually see changes in my blood sugar. Like towards the end, about 10 units, I wasn't seeing any drop. I wasn't seeing any raises in my blood glucose at all. So that's why I kind of started making bigger steps. But before I go on any massive tangents with anything, which I kind of already have, that's where I am. Started at 11%, got down to 5.7%, now I'm at 5.2. I'm not diabetic anymore. And it says here, according to ADA guidelines, hemoglobin A1C less than 7% represents optimal control in non-pregnant diabetic patients. Different metrics may apply to specific patient populations. Standards of medical care in diabetes to 2013. For the purpose of screening for the presence of diabetes, less than 5.7% is consistent with the absence of diabetes. 5.7 to 6.4% consistent with increased risk for diabetes or prediabetes. Greater than or equal to 6.5% is consistent with diabetes. like I said, I'm 5.2%. I'm not diabetic anymore. It's a big deal. I don't have to do any sort of injections anymore. Actually, I probably could get away with not even checking my blood sugar as often. Still need to do that. Like anything else, I could relapse. If I go back to my old ways, it's pretty much a guarantee that I will be diabetic again. So with that looming over my head, that's my motivation to keep going, keep this up. Stay fit, get more fit. I feel better. I'm more healthy, mentally and physically. It's just all around better. And if I can help inspire other people to make the change in their life, drop a few pounds, whatever, these little changes can make a huge difference in the way you feel. And it's not quick. Just keep that in mind. I started in January. It's now July. It's a few days before Independence Day weekend. Today is the 1st actually. So, but I know I rambled a little bit. Just wanted to give you an update. I will have more up later, and I also want to talk about, supplements and things that I've been taking to help me out with, keeping my blood sugar under control, losing the weight, and, obviously I want to build muscle. I want to build muscle because that helps with your blood sugar control and everything else. But we'll go over that later. But that was just an update. Thanks for watching and listening to me ramble. I'll see you next time.